So, welcome back, guys, to episode 4. Is this now?
This is episode 3
Hang on, we did the first one, which was that show
show review.
Matt Park episode 2, episode 3. Yeah. So episode 3, we're fucking hell, we're forgetting, aren't we? So, welcome back to episode 3, to the Behind the Stage podcast with me and Pat. Um, so in today's episode, we are going to be going over the show review of PCA Northeast and some Nabba as well for the North, wasn't it? North Britain, I think it was. So, but first of all, bit of a catch up. How's things been going for you, Pat? What's been going on?
I literally went on holiday. So the last podcast with me, you, and Matt, I was away. So for my 21st, so literally just a bit of downtime. Came back. When did I come back? Last week. Chilling. Obviously dealing with a bit of an injury right now. So yeah, just finding my way back into the gym. We've got shows coming up soon. I think obviously I had a client pull out of PCA Bristol, PCA Universe, and PCA North East. I
East.
keep on getting them mixed up, Northwest and Northeast.
Mate, I generally thought it was Northeast. The weekend has gone. Northwest was the other weekend. I literally
Because
completely got them the wrong way around.
well, the reason we chose the show is because, like, first of all, it was just a date that was convenient for us, and
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like PCA North East, so I was like North East South, and I was like, all right, so it should be closer down to us.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's just in Newcastle anyway, so it's just north anyways. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I should have a client do PCA Bristol, but yeah, just cracking on in person with clients and just trying to work on myself before I get into prep potentially.
Who have you got going for the Bristol one?
Ralph Clayton. So
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
he came
Yeah.
third in the first timers that I did. Um, he's doing Bristol and then he's doing PCA Coventry. So he's going to be like at the moment he's just under 11 weeks out, so
Yeah.
just 10 and a half, let's say.
Yeah.
And he's going to be, I think, probably like 6 weeks out after Bristol to his main show, which is Coventry. But I said to him, if we can get more data, Southwest shows are normally really quiet. Let's just
Yeah.
almost like not peak you in, just probably like linear load you in like we probably would, so it's nice and controlled.
Yeah.
And just go from there. Like it's a chance for you to get on stage, get the nerves out of the way before your actual planned show. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I did the Southwest one 2 years ago, and that was dead quiet.
They are
Like
quiet shows. Like they're normally in where are they normally? Swindon.
Swindon area. That yeah.
And we've got
Is
it
it
in
Bristol
Bristol
this
this
time? Is
year.
it?
Yeah, man, first time in like so long there's been a PCA show in Bristol and it's convenient because like the only like the closest city to me I'd say is Bristol
Yeah.
and it's quite nice for it to be on your doorstep, but I'm hoping they do it like another year so I can do it.
Yeah, they probably maybe they found that the Swindon one was like too quiet, so they've gone to maybe something like a bigger city like Bristol might
Yeah.
bring in a bit more people, for instance. But I did that show and it was quiet. I remember it was so dead, like for every class. So, but it's one of them, innit? But like I think that like the Northwest, the first start of the year, unless it's first timers, most of the shows in the first half of the year, it's always pretty quiet, like
Yeah,
per
man.
class. Like you don't get like I remember the Saxon Classic, the one we went to with Jen. That was a quiet one as well. Like you get like four on stage, and you're like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
these used to be like you'd walk out and be like 11, 12. You're like, fucking hell, here we go, sort of thing. But no. So yeah, we'll run through some Northwest, um, and then see what we've got going on. Cool. So what do we have?
Oh, to be fair, Matt, there was the first time as the week before we could just have a little review over too.
Yeah, let's scroll it down. Oh, look, here we go. First timers two, isn't it?
Yeah.
So these will be all your winners, wouldn't it? Trying to think, who was the?
That junior physique guy was
There's
wild.
you. Which one? This one.
Yeah, bro. I thought the craziest thing, he's 18 and natural. I
Really?
think he's natural. I'm not sure, but I think he's 18. So
Jeez.
it's fucking that is wild. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know if he's just gonna carry on growing. I followed him on Instagram, and obviously I'm assuming that he wants to get in the classic in the future. And I mean, at 18, looking like this, you've got a rig like this, like
Yeah, he's
yeah,
got a
you could
very
definitely
good.
go far.
He's got that very good sort of men's physique V taper already, and in that shape of the lats, the arms, the delts. Like, mate, it's really, really good physique, especially for a junior. And most first timers probably don't come in. as peeled, and mate, he's
No.
he's peeled, like
Yeah,
full
man.
on brinked,
Well,
really
I
fucking
look at
brinked.
this physique and I think like for me, if he wanted to, he can challenge for the universe. If he wanted to go for British, he could challenge for the British. Like he's got a good balance to his physique, and I still think he can come in obviously a little bit more. But for a
Yeah,
first timer, you've definitely made yourself not look like a first timer. His posing's excellent too.
yeah, yeah, very very good, very good. Surprised, I mean, considering it, I think looking against the obviously the this guy, surprising he didn't. He could have taken that overall.
Very close to it. I think this guy in person, I remember watching another podcast that covered it. This guy was very overpowering, like tall, a lot of muscle. I think he just stood out.
Yeah, physique, yeah, tall class.
I think
Wait,
if his
that's
posing's a little bit better, he could contend for the universe.
yeah. The thing is that when you're tall and you've got that amount of muscle mass as well, like you said, it's such a strong presence on stage, isn't it? When you're against like someone shorter or even a junior, even though they might have very good conditioning, similar muscle mass, it's just the maturity, isn't it? Like seeing the muscle bellies pop thicker,
Yeah,
denser, like you should, and you're tall, like the judges instantly see you, don't they? And they go, yeah, like here we go, sort of thing.
yeah, man, it's impressive.
Yeah. Who was our overall winners? We've got to get a bikini.
Else.
Solid physique, that one as well.
Yeah,
Good
man, it's
shape.
good.
But
Very
for a
good.
first timer, bikini, do you know what I mean? Like the muscle mass is very, very good.
Yeah, man.
Like everything is like in balance, in proportion. It almost gives me like, like that sort of like look where that could go into figure very easily.
100%, bro. She just pushed it. She might, I mean, she's a first timer, so I'm assuming that she might not have been bodybuilding long. So
Mm,
with more time, more muscle, she's gonna be very good.
100%. Try to see what class was she? Bikini tall, first place. Yeah, overall. Yeah, I mean that's a very very good physique, and I think that be if she goes for universe, that could be a very very good look for a pro card worthy physique.
100%, man.
Like Sarah, like really really, I think if she doesn't go for universe, well, she probably will be, but like especially that you got confirmation as a first timer, win your class and an overall win. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a very good confirmation to say like do the
You're knocking on the
universe.
door.
Yeah, do the universe because you're going to be there up there.
I find it crazy. Like first timers are getting like extremely better and better by the year. Not even by the year, just by show to show. Like I remember in 2023 going to watch like first timer shows, and like
Yeah.
you'd obviously have the standouts that would win the overall, but then you'd have like some classes would be a bit meh. But it's almost like every class is fucking solid now.
Yeah. Do you know what? I actually find the first timers bring a lot better physiques than most of the regionals.
Oh mate, for sure, because they know like, as a first timer, you know you have to nail it. Like it's not going to be an early show; it's a first timer show.
Yeah.
Like the condition is hardly ever missed from what we're seeing now, and everybody looks like they have decent posure. They don't look like a first timer. You know they're saying don't look like a first timer.
No. I think a lot of the people nowadays they've matured up to the point where they know like the sport's evolved so much, hasn't it? To the point where like there's so much information out there, and I'd say in the UK there's a lot of very good coaches out there
Yeah, man.
who are pushing athletes to nail their posing early, nail conditioning, muscle mass, everything for their first time because it's your first show. Like you don't want to go in and be like, oh yeah, we know we could be bigger or we know we could have more. Like just absolutely sending it for your first show, like is making the mark for you as a competitor. Like
Yeah,
no one wants to go into their first show and be like second call outs and it ruins your
yeah,
experience as a bodybuilder. So it's like the standard for first time is really, really solid. I think with a lot of like the regionals, the problem is because they've already competed, it doesn't really matter to them. It's like, okay, well, I got a top three. They're like, okay, well, I know I can just improve for the next show. Whereas a first timer, you can't redo that show ever again. It's like I have to give it
you get one
everything
shot.
because I want to look sick for my first ever show. So it's like I'm going to give it
Yeah,
everything. This is our overall figure winner. You know what I mean?
yeah, she's sick.
Yeah, very. Do you know what I mean? I mean, looking between her and the bikini girl, I wouldn't say there's that much difference in terms of muscle mass. If anything, the bikini girl almost might be a bit bigger
I think
in
the
some
bikini
sense.
girl is bigger. I just think it's almost the conditioning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely, like through the quads and the posterior, like through this bit. But like she could easily go into figure. Generally, if she
She
just
could have done
dialed
that
in her
class on the
conditioning,
day.
like figure. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it comes down to preference, isn't it? Like you could go into figure and you've got a harder class to maybe you might be up against more people like this, which is going to be more tighter for say that pro card. But then if you've got the ability to do bikini and this is like a very high chance of getting the pro card at Universe, what are you going to take at the end of the day?
Yeah.
But really, really good. Two really, really good physiques there. Like insanely good for first timers.
Yeah, it's rare to see both female overall winners be fucking good. Normally you
Yeah,
have like one that's like good and the other one's a bit like meh, but fair enough. Really
yeah,
good.
yeah, absolutely.
Even the fucking bodybuilding, well.
Yeah, I want to see what was he? Was he classic or
I'm
Alex
guessing
Gross?
like bodybuilding small or medium, I'm
Maybe he
guessing.
is. Classic short.
Classic.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh shit.
Very good physique. Insanely good.
For sure,
The
man.
shape, the muscle tissue, like, very, very nice.
I thought he was bodybuilding.
It's the thing with classic, isn't it? Sometimes you get some classic guys that are just so muscularity wise. It's really, you can look at them and go, oh, there's a potential there of bodybuilding almost. Like, it's one of those, isn't it? Like, you could. I mean, this is the thing, right? If PCA, they go by a criteria of look. If PCA were to have incorporated a weight cap, that would make the difference into like IFBB. That would take a complete different turn in terms of who shows up for Classic, because
100% man.
we don't know what his weight could be. Like he could be, say, 120 kilos, but like in the NPC, that would be like way over his cap. So he'd have to go into bodybuilding sort of thing.
But it's even
So
like my coach Dudley, obviously, he got his pro card in Classic Physique with PCA, and
yeah,
he's been pursuing Classic Physique outside of PCA before he got his pro card. But he knows now, like he's I wouldn't say too big for Classic because he looks classical. He's got a tight waist, he's got a good X frame, but
yeah,
he's heavier than he would be for his NPC cap, let's say. So almost like indicates to him maybe do you go into bodybuilding? Yes, you need to put a load of more muscle on, but like he still looks very classical to me. But if
absolutely.
there was a weight cap, then he would be forced. Even probably this guy as well, he probably would be forced to go into open.
Yeah, yeah. Mm. They gotta be different, in they, with PCA? That's the thing, and I appreciate it, but sometimes like when for like for yourself when you're rocking up for men's physique, and then you've got someone who's like 20 kilos heavier than, and you're like, fucking hell, I'm never gonna stand a chance here, am I?
Yeah.
Like that's the only downside, isn't it? But still, extremely good physique for a first timer, like very, very well.
Yeah, conditions on point as well. Posing's good, it can be better, especially if you get into the universe. I think on that front double, just pinching up a little bit, but yeah,
Mm.
you could definitely do super well.
And then our overall, so this was the tall physique guy.
Yeah, very, very good bit.
See what he looked like in his shots here. Yeah,
Not many
ruined.
flaws, honestly. I think just posing, making sure your doubts are leveled.
Yeah, just
Um,
little sort of turn tilted over almost, isn't it? Like almost need to sort of like just tilt a little bit. Maybe like it's almost like all the weight's on this leg, which is no wrong by that, but almost need to just maybe slightly bend that knee a little bit to allow this hip to drop and just be a little
yeah,
more sort of like upright. Because then that would like create that sort of clavicle wider, wouldn't it? So it would just be like insane.
maybe like for his front shot as well. It looks like just from his leg positioning, I can't really see it the best, but it's like he's standing very front on. Maybe just have a little twist because
Yeah,
you're wide. Like he's got wide clavicles. He can definitely make his waist look smaller.
it's hard to tell, isn't it? 'Cause obviously the foot position, it almost, I don't know if it's like very square on or if this foot is slightly behind and that's why this little tilt's happening.
Leading
Like,
over a bit.
yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe bringing that foot a step in front of this foot almost will allow that sort of like natural sort of waist to tilt. Do you know what I mean? Turn a little bit to kind of create that V
Yeah,
taper. But these are little details that people can you can work on, but also you'll probably notice because it's your first time to show. Like you're never going to get everything nailed to 100%. This is where like the critical thing is. You look back at your photos and go, right, where could have I improved, and where's the little details to just kind of go from here.
yeah.
But no, really fucking good. Really
Yeah, he
fucking.
was solid. I remember this show was the day I come back from holiday, and I remember sitting at the airport just waiting to get picked up. And I was like, it's going to be between. I actually said to one of my friends, Connor Flanagan, I said it's going to be between the junior or the tall guy,
Yeah,
and it was going to be one of them. And obviously, the tall guy won. I'm guessing down to like maturity. Obviously, size is going to play a factor. But
yeah,
yeah,
defo. Northwest overall winners, mate. This
this was a
I
solid
gotta.
show. That junior,
First things
fuck
first,
me.
right? This kid, fucking junior bodybuilder.
I will say this here. I think that's a pro card at the universe,
Yeah,
100%.
defo.
Yeah,
Fucking, I
really
mean,
good, mate. And even the guy in second was Lewis's guy, Ryan.
yeah,
And Ryan obviously won world champs last year. I think he got like top three at British. I think he got second or third. Um, like Ryan's a very, very good athlete. And even in third, you had Jack's co-coach. I forgot his
yeah.
name. Harry. That's it, Harry. Yeah, mate, that junior bodybuilding class, just for a class alone, I think it was not wasn't a super deep class,
Yeah,
but probably one of the best junior bodybuilding classes I've seen outside of like a finals lineup.
yeah,
That was
definitely.
third, and Harry's
Yeah,
quads are insane.
yeah,
So it shows you
yeah,
the levels that obviously the guys that placed ahead of him have. Like,
yeah,
really good. I
yeah,
feel like
very
that's
good.
obviously junior bodybuilding, but he's very classical. He could go into classic tour.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think when he passes his junior cap, like, 23 and above, the classic class will be definitely the one to move into for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but the things with the Northeast one, there was a lot of standard, like when I was watching it, a lot of the standard was not its best, but there was a lot of like big standouts where,
Yeah,
they
man, like
had,
everybody that won their class was worthy of winning, but the lineups weren't like deep, very good. Like there was always one or two good people in the class. Just it's not like we saw the first timers last week, for example. Coming back to the
right,
point you were saying, the first timers are almost outshining the
the
regionals. Like
regionals.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. There was, you know, so there was a lot of people in shape, but there was a lot of people that probably wasn't in also their best shape, which is the unfortunate part. And then also with the classes being quieter, it's almost like there wasn't a lot of sort of big testing in the lineups. To some people, like
Yeah,
if you were like here, Ed, mate, his physique is phenomenal. Do you know what I
mate.
mean? Like he's gonna walk out in the lineup, and it's just gonna be like, yeah, like there's one standout, and you're like, they're winning instantly off the bat, sort of thing. And there's
Yeah,
not like
man.
that sort of big tester between the two of you almost, you know.
Yeah, when I saw this guy's real, like immediately I thought straight away, oh, it's Josh Jenkins going to get another sword. But I was like, yeah, this guy is legit. Like, obviously,
Right.
with Josh winning at the Saxon Classic, obviously, the guy that didn't win the overall, there was another guy in the overall, we both know. Very muscular, extreme conditioning. He didn't take the overall, so I was like, are they going to go for Josh again? But when you have a
Yeah.
physique like this, it's almost hard to not give that an overall.
Just the amount of size with conditioning is it's like,
Yeah, it's
this is
really good,
this
mate.
is this is bodybuilding at the end of the day. Josh Jenkins again came in really, really good, and he even moved up into classic short out of juniors. So, and still standing his place with a first place win. Do you know what I mean? So
I've
I
got a
think,
controversial topic.
oh, go on.
If he was to have done juniors, do you think he would have beat the junior winner?
Oh,
That junior winner is
do you
absolutely
know what?
ridiculous. I think it would have been super close.
I think it would be very, very close. And if they were going to go for it, I don't think conditioning, either one of them is basically, they're sharp as nails. It may have just come back down to very, very minor details of like the, so I know with the judges, they would look, if two strong competitors are on stage, they look at the weaknesses. They will
Yeah,
just go like, okay, between first and second. So they might look at, okay, whose chest is better? And they go, right, Josh Jenkins' chest is probably maybe a bit better in certain shots. So it's like it's going to come down to like one detail, which is just taking the edge, which is why you might get like only a 1 point difference.
I
And
think what the biggest standout was with that junior, that one. If you can click on his page, he's got some check-in shots, mate. His glutes are crazy. They're like very, very dense,
we got
stripped.
see if we've got one. I know who's done this. Mr. Shots by Jack. He does my stuff as
His
well.
glutes are crazy.
Yeah. See if we've got check-in shot. I mean, there, even from the side profile, the level of detail through the side of the glute there is like mental in it.
Yeah, that's it. This is the one I've seen with his glutes. Like very, very little weaknesses. I'd say just keep
Yeah,
on doing what you're doing. Maybe lats from the front.
yeah. I think he if he goes for universe, he'll be top three. I would say so. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of
Yeah.
those like who else is going to show up on the day, and that's the thing you don't know about universe. Like it can either go one or two ways, can't it? Where it's packed or it's not. So
I don't know what it's like. Obviously, with when we spoke last week on the pod, if you do a regional in another country, well, if you're from another country, you don't have to do a regional in the NPC for like two bros in the UK. Is it the
mm.
same as PCA? Like, if you're from another country, do you have to do the regional to do the pro qual? Or
No. So like is in like for the universe.
yeah, so if I was from
No.
like
So
let's say
you can
France,
go abroad and you can secure it over abroad as well
but do you have to have a qualification to do the pro show, the pro qual?
with PCA.
Yeah.
No. Anybody can come do it, I believe.
So any that is
Like
interesting.
it's like you and me. Like we could go to Germany, which is just say a pro qualify and just get it. You go there. You don't have to qualify for the pro qualify because there
No.
was a girl who I know, Katie. She turned figure pro last year with at the Germany show. She just went straight over to Germany and got a pro card there.
Oh, sick, mate, sick.
So you can do it. You can do it that way with PCA. Like their events allow you to go anywhere you want. You can go just compete. Like it doesn't matter. So
Yeah,
it's just one of those things that it's just like to get universe, you have to get secure a qualification as a top three or whatever they want to do for the class by the
so
judges.
invites only.
You know, it's invites only. But you can go
Yeah,
over to Germany to do a normal regional, get a universe qualify and come across. I think the problem is you get more UK based people do the universe because it's here. I think it's one of those
yeah,
things for a lot of people. If they like, we know the standard in other countries isn't as good as say the UK, so it's that risk, isn't it? Of unless you know you are like pro knocking on the door for pro card, is it worth the travel, the stay to kind of go for it almost for like
yeah.
for it? It's one of them, innit? So it's like, you have to kind of like risk, you have to weigh up the pros and cons for what's the aim realistically, or you just wait for the pro qualifier in your country that might be only once a year and you attack that one. So it's like, what do you do? Sort of thing.
But even after I went to PCA Venlo last year, and the show, first of all, the show was ran like weird. Like everybody just got a one layer of tan. It was super weird.
Mm,
Uh, but at the same time, the show was extremely dead. Like, let's say out of all the seating, there was probably about a 20 of it full. Like there was literally so many empty seats, and like the atmosphere wasn't where it wasn't busy. There wasn't a great atmosphere, but it was really cool how it was ran with behind the stage, like the stage production. It was pretty cool. But
yeah.
they are very competitive those shows because obviously people are just going to go for their pro cards. So you get good level of physiques, but just not deep classes, and some classes are just skipped entirely.
Yeah. Was it like that for the Worlds? Because you did you do the Worlds last year or was it the year
I
before?
did, yeah, I did the Worlds last year, mate. It was quite dead. Like the Worlds is always dead. Like after finals, everybody's just rebound off season, but the
Yeah.
Worlds last year, it was busy in terms of like people coming over. A lot of people was coming over from different countries,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like the Worlds out of like all of the shows, I think it goes finals, Universe, Worlds. Like the Worlds is like the deadest show for the
Yeah.
pro qualifier.
Yeah. But Northwest was very, very good. Very, very
Yeah,
good.
man.
In some classes, like I said before, like some really big standouts, like I gotta give it to Ed. Like, do you know what I mean? Fucking insane result.
Yeah, very good.
And then we got what was it, Nabba, wasn't it? We were gonna have a look
Yes,
at.
big up,
Wow.
big Matt Howden doing Nabba, and obviously
Yeah,
Lewis
yeah, his
just
physique.
stealing the show.
I'm really impressed with how he came across. Like very, very good. So
Yeah,
like we'll go through because they only do two overall winners, which we know Mr. Lewis Lewis won.
fuck's sake.
Which we'll actually go through Lewis because I've seen some people already doing podcasts about him and stuff like doing he's IFBB Pro, PCA Pro, and then goes to do like a NABA North, which is not notoriously exactly a big federation, isn't it? But
No.
he's come out, hasn't he, and said like this is his last season of being a bodybuilder, like almost
Yeah.
like as an athlete. Um, so I fully understand what he's just doing it because he loves competing, especially like we had that conversation last episode with Matt Parker. He just loves being on stage.
Well, you've got to think like you said, he's on his way out. This is his last year competing. People are giving him so much like criticism, but at the end of the day, like those judges that judged him that day probably have never judged a physique like that. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
always giving people memories, and it's all about the memories at the end of the day. Once you're retired, it's what you're going to remember. It's not about
yeah.
what you didn't do.
No, no. I mean, at the end of the day, it's his last year. He's enjoying what he's doing. It doesn't matter. Just let him do his
Yeah.
own thing. Just let him do it. Like, and if anything, for a competitor, it's probably quite inspiring because you're on stage with, say, an IFBB pro, PCA pro. Like, how many amateurs can say they've been on a stage with a pro physique?
Well, I said that to Matt. I was like, like you stood next to literally the best classic physique guy in PCA. Like
Yeah,
he won two of the three pro shows last year in the UK.
yeah,
Um, and at the same time, you're next to an IFBB, an ex-IFBB pro, I should say.
yeah.
And like that should be the standard for you. How close can I get to this? I've
But
seen what I need to do now.
do you know what I respect? The way I look at it as well is like, okay, cool. He's done the show, right? Fair play to
Yeah,
him and as well. But also from an athlete's perspective as a coach, I'd be looking because you've got stage shots photos next to him. You've got now a really good piece of data there to look at the standard in, say, PCA Pro and maybe an IFBB Pro worthy physique. What can we do in your physique in relation to, say, Lewis's physique? Where do we need to bring up the muscle tissues to be a pro worthy physique? You've got now photos to show that in all angles,
yeah,
you know? Like you've got such good gold mine data there to be like, okay, this is where we can work on. We've now got, I mean, you do that anyway. You can pull off PCA photos, but you've literally got side by sides next to a pro physique. So it's like, here we go. Pose for pose, where are you
yeah,
at, where are they at? How do we attack our next off season for your next growth phase, pretty much.
yeah, man, for sure. I even think if Lewis ever did, obviously he's retiring, but even if he did go back NPC routes, like he still do sick and classic now. I just think classic's evolving so much more and more. It's
Yeah,
just I can understand why he didn't renew his pro card.
100%. 100%. Mr. Also here as well, isn't it? Ryan Mackins.
Yeah, I think them two was in the overall battles. Are they both the overall champions?
No. So there's only two overall winners, wasn't there? Which was let me get it. These two. So Lewis and then Jennifer, which is Tom Hames' client.
Sick.
Yeah, these two. They do like it's a bit of a different way. It's a bit like almost like Fitex, isn't it? Where it's like your overall men's, overall female. Like there's no like all the categories are kind of like mixed together, sort of thing. So it's not like you've got men's physique overall like PCA. It's just two, pretty much.
I think the overalls like that are fucking sick as well. I think they're pretty sick.
It's a weird one to watch though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you've got like
What do
three
you
men's
judge?
physique guys in there. You've got a bodybuilder, you've got a classic. It's like they're doing different poses. So like as a judge, you're looking at it like, do you know what I mean? Who's the
Yeah.
best sort of thing? Weird one, isn't it? But I get it. But no, Nabba, very, very good one. Keep it nice and short. We'll go through Matt Howden because do you know what? I was very impressed by his posing.
Yeah.
In seeing, like, I obviously coached him back in 2023, I think it was it? When was this? 2023, yeah. And obviously now with Reese, we spoke about this on the last podcast. But mate, very, very good physique. He's grown his legs really, really well. Like really brought his legs up. Conditioning was really nice on him as well. And then his posing, I think, did he post? Yeah, he did post his posing video. For a guy
Really cool.
who's only ever done men's physique for a few shows with me, to then move up to classic short, his posing, when I saw his video, I was like, mate, fair play to you. Like you've really I can tell he's not like missed sessions, he's properly gone in for like flow and routine almost.
Yeah. Sick. I think the thing that like we talked about in the last pod, like even before he competed, the one thing that we wanted to see more of was obviously that leg separation, especially through the quads. We couldn't really see those cuts, but obviously he had a sports massage, obviously got cardio reduced, stress just reduced in general, and he dropped a lot of
Inflammation and
inflammation from his legs. So
yeah,
yeah,
I've seen
I was really, really impressed with this look. Really impressed.
here from when we saw it last time, his legs really came in a lot more harder.
And he's also competing this weekend. This is his last show, obviously, before he goes into an off season this weekend. So I think he'd do fucking well. And obviously, PCA
What show is he doing?
Northeast this weekend.
The Northeast, yeah, PCA. Is he going for classic again?
Yeah, bro. Well, I'd love to see him. I fucking love to see him do men's physique. I think he'd be sick. Like I said to him, your doubts have grown in. Your doubts of one of your like best points with your
Mm.
midsection in your first season, and his doubts have grown again. And he was like, "Yeah, I love a side raise, mate. I fucking love Matt. He's such a legend."
I love a side raise, but now
And I can
fair
still
play to
remember
him.
the day we all met up for the first time with Matt when we went
Yeah.
to that Liverpool that Liverpool gym.
Oh mate, yeah. Super was it Super Gym? Was it called?
Mate, it was
Super
like walking from
dedicated.
one side to the other side to get a dumbbell. I remember us being at like the heavy side and I had to go back and get a five. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck me, that's my step count done for the day.
Yeah, super dedicated. I remember now with
Yeah.
an extremely long dumbbell rack and yeah, yeah. I
And
remember.
the mid equipment just sprayed all green.
Yeah, it's Watson, isn't it? I'm not a fan of Watson kit. It's just it
Neither.
does not feel right whatsoever. Like it just doesn't feel like you connect well with it.
No.
It's just one of them, innit? But I suppose when you've got a gym like that, it's just fucking huge. So it's like we need to just fill this space with kit. So it's like, what do? You just go cheap, maybe cheaper side of things, mass produced sort of stuff for the starting point, and then as the gym's making more money, you can then swap kits out for then say Prime, then Nautilus, whatever you want, Atlantis, whatever. And you can kind
Yeah.
of upgrade it as you go along, can't you? But mate, yeah, just a green gym, isn't it?
It was pretty cool. Like well, I drove up to yours that day, you drove us up. Me,
Yeah.
you, Jack, and Matt. Obviously, we was all competing that year. Yeah, it was a good experience, but that's my first and that's probably my last time I'm ever going to go to Liverpool, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's not really big. I don't know any other big gyms in Liverpool. That's the thing, though.
I'm not really, I know Manchester more than Liverpool, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you ever tried EP Jungle
Nah, I
in
haven't. I want to
Manchester?
go there though.
You want to go? It's good. I went there with Jen. I think it was the week before her show, and I was training there. And it's the second time I've ever seen Niall One Punch Naz in the
Yeah,
gym. Because the first time was with Matt Halden at
yeah,
Flex and Tone in Manchester, and I can't remember if Niall was pro then or if he just turned pro that sort of season. And then I saw him again with Jen there, and mate, the size difference from when I saw him, and I was like, "Fucking hell!"
done his
Like,
homework.
mate, obviously the photos look crazy when you see it online. I see the case studies with Callum, pro coach as well on Pro IQ, but like in person, it's just a different level, isn't it? You see it, you're like,
Well, I've only met like the biggest guys I've met, and I hate saying one of these names, but I've met Niall and Yemi. They're the only like pros I've met that I'm like, wow, IFBB Pro, like fucking sick. And obviously, this is
mm,
when they was both sponsored by Gymshark, so
yeah,
I must have been in 2023. I went to a Gymshark meet just before I competed because like you go for that gym bro era. But yeah, I
yeah.
saw Niall in real life then. And that was before he was a pro, so I didn't even ask him for a picture. I asked Yemi for a picture, and now I'm like, what the like? Niall's
You
top.
still got a photo with an Olympian though, ain't you?
Yeah, yeah, he's an Olympian, so
Yeah,
yeah, I could say that, I guess.
yeah. You coming on the
Oh,
pod,
look,
are you? Do you want to come on the podcast? Honestly, so fucking easy. Hang on. Come on then. Up. So here's the assistant coach for Flawless Physique. He gives everyone refeeds, don't you? You little
this is the
shit.
brains behind Flawless.
Yeah. So he's the one that gives everyone the off-plan meals and stuff. Little shit. But no, really good couple shows. And then we've got the Northeast. You're not going to Northeast now, are you?
No, sadly not, mate. Sadly
You're gonna go
not.
down already?
I think,
Why?
like, do you know what? With the Northeast, I think it's going to be very similar to the Northwest in terms of like the athletes that show up, because obviously a lot of people will just be from that area, and obviously from Newcastle traveling to any show is going to be pretty long.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think, yeah, you're going to get the same caliber of athletes, the same names, probably a few extra other people as well. But I'm expecting a similar sort of show.
Hmm.
Ready for
Yeah.
the universe, though.
I think it would mainly, if anything, probably be the same sort of people that will be going for it, unless it depends, isn't it? A lot of people probably will be going for it. I don't know if there's a Two Bros show on this weekend or not. Have a
There
look.
is the RL Coaching Cup, the Welsh one.
RL, what's the RL?
Richie O'Donnell, his coaching cup, I
Oh,
believe.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that'd be a good one. It's always a good one in
RL.
Wales. Yeah.
Online registration, 7th of June. So it's actually still a while away.
Oh fucking hell! I thought it was
There's
this
not
weekend.
there's not a Two Bros show in the UK now till 7th of June.
Really? Fucking hell! It's a long
Yeah,
time. A long time
yeah.
off. Obviously, you've had a
Yeah.
pro qual though, so
Yeah, I think this is why a lot of the athletes now they're going abroad, aren't they? Like you had Hope, Hope Faraday,
yeah,
Joe
anabolics misses.
Ganabolics misses, winning the class and then just missing out on the overall for the pro card.
Oh, mate, talking about that, Isaac Francis had two guys. It was the Emperor Classic. Isaac had two guys that did physique that day. Both of them
Mhm.
won their class, and they probably come like top four in the overall. Like the overall winner was like crazy. I think
Mental.
he'd do well straight away as a pro. But yeah, that
What show
standard
was
was
it?
really good. Emperor Classic. Obviously, you had Heck Rules as well. Nathan doing open, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure it's open. He come close and he just got tipped for the pro card.
Oh, they haven't done any posts on it unless it's on their main profiles.
Look at Emiliano's Instagram.
Emilio. What's Emiliano's one?
Is it Emilio? Emilo. And it
Yeah.
should just come up. He's got like a black and white profile picture of his face.
Martinez
Yeah, that's it.
Ramiro.
Emilio
Oh, he's the guy.
Martinez.
Yeah, the CEO of Emperor.
Mate, I would say we've said this before. I've said this to Dudley, and like Dudley's said this to me so many times where he's competed in NPC, he's done the same shows. If somebody like Emilio, it's Emilio, I'm not butchering the name, am I?
Nah, that's probably right. Emilio.
Emilio, if he like ran the UKT bros, it would be a completely different space. But because you've got like I don't want to say too much, but because you've got a lower standard in the UK for the NPC. But people just want to go abroad anyways. The stage production's better. You're not chucked in a sports hall. Like there's so many differences and positives to
That's
competing abroad.
that's the thing, isn't it? And like even the just the way it almost gives me like Olympia vibes, the
Yeah,
way he
man.
set it up, with a whole background, like the TV screen show, and it's just a very, very cool setup, isn't it? Comparison to like the Two Bros one, where you'll have a screen, but it'd be just like the sponsor provider. That's it.
Yeah,
Whereas
literally.
it's very basic.
That Emperor Classic, like one of my goals for bodybuilding, and I'm not going to do it unless I'm competitive.
Hmm.
Um, sorry, just got a notification of a client. I'll get onto that. But one of the shows I really, really want to do as an amateur, if I'm going to pursue that route with a pro card,
Yeah,
is either the Amateur Olympia Alicante or the Emperor Classic.
yeah. A
Well,
lot of
they're
people
the
go for
two
the Emperor, don't
shows.
they? They
Yeah,
they, they love the Alicante one, don't they?
bro,
Everyone loves.
the stage production, even just the area, like you're going abroad, like the standard's going to be high. So if you're going to get your pro card at either of those shows, you know you're going to be a worthy pro. You've got people like Jack Eagles that have won there. Who else? There's been other people. I can't remember though. I know obviously Jack got his pro card there with Tom, and obviously he's going to be an Olympian in the future. Just needs a bit more time.
Time, isn't it? It's unfortunate seeing his pro shows where he's got like what, fourth place, fifth place, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just he's still young though, isn't he? And he's just, is he competed year after year?
He's had a big off season from his pro obviously debut after his so he competed 2 years ago, pro debut.
Yeah,
I think he got like top five in one show. And in that show there was, I believe, Wesley Vissers won the show. Obviously he did the Benelux Pro this year. He
yeah.
got I don't think he got top five in that. I think that was his aim. He thought he'd do better. But obviously you look at the physiques and compare them to him. he's great. Like, don't get me wrong, he is absolutely great, but he needs just more time, and I'm sure he understands that, and
It's
that's why he's ended his season early.
it's almost like muscle maturity, isn't it? He's still young. He's got really good high muscle mass, of course. He's a pro. It's just that it's just time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time to grow. You're going up against people like Wesley, who's probably like in his late 20s, early 30s. I don't know actually how old he is, but he's got like say 10 years of more size of training. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
So it's one of
Yeah.
those, but it's just a time game. Time he will be at Olympia at some point. It's just a matter of a time. That's all it is.
Also, do you want to do a little prediction between us two for Universe? Who do you think is going to be a standout? Anybody you know that's doing Universe that will possibly stand out and maybe get a pro card?
I don't know who's actually doing Universe, that's the thing. I would probably say, what's his name? Josh Jenkins.
Oh, yeah.
I think if he goes for classic short, he could have a very good shot.
I don't think he's a junior when it comes to Universe.
What do you mean?
I don't know if he's a junior bodybuilder anymore because of the age cap
Oh, did
for
he turn
Universe.
24 before it?
I believe, I believe so. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that he isn't a junior. I'm not too sure though.
Don't know. But I think he's got confirmation anyway that he can win a classic short class anyway, a
Yeah,
regional. So I think it's probably, I mean, it depends on Tim, but probably worth a stab to see what you'd land at a universe as a short classic. And you never know. Depends on who shows up on the day, doesn't it? You might be the best standout and you might win the pro card, or you might come second and it's like, okay, we got a little bit of work here, another year or two off season, you're going to be there.
yeah.
So it just depends, doesn't it? Depends which way you're going to go with it. But I actually don't know who else is doing universe.
I know a few physique guys. There's fuck, forgot his name now. This is so bad because I speak to him quite a lot on Instagram as well. I'm all for names. He came fifth at the Worlds last year, men's physique short, and his name is Mohammed. I'm just trying to think like what is his tag on Instagram? Jazzy,
Oh,
that's it. Mate, he's going to do well at the universe, but there's also another guy that obviously was meant to be doing the NPC route. I'm assuming he is, but I'm guessing he's doing universe as like an earlier show
yeah,
that will contend for that. I think those two will be either the ones that get the pro card in men's physique short. Like physiques are incredible.
yeah.
Um,
It's an
Anybody
interesting one,
else?
isn't it? It's an interesting one. I think if Ed Aesthetics goes for universe, I think he'll get it.
The aesthetics, which men's
The
physique
one,
short?
no, he's the medium bodybuilder, the one we had earlier, do the Northwest overall
Yes,
winner,
yes, yes.
Ed.
He definitely. I think he'd get a pro card.
Yeah, I think he'll be if he goes for universe, he'll get it generally. But no, I think that's probably about it for a wrap up, isn't it? I don't know anyone else that's going for it. It's a tricky one, isn't it?
It's one of the quieter shows, isn't it? Like we said, not many people go early on. A lot of people target finals. So a lot of people have only just started prep or are starting prep in the next, let's say, month or so. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to be a busy year, bro. It's going to only get busier from here.
yeah. No, very good.
Have you
Decent.
got? Are you going up to? Well, have you got any more shows coming up with Jen?
So she's going for Fitex North in a couple of weeks, and then PCA Universe is one we're going to
Yeah,
just go for and see how we go, pretty much, see how we land. Um, yeah, we're just digging in really hard in right now, just to pull in more conditioning. That's about it, realistically, without sacrificing tissue. So,
yeah,
we'll see how we go. We're just trying to get her a little bit more drier at this sort of point, and then kind of relax into the peak week sort of setting. So should land pretty well. So we've got the plans in place, and then I think we may go for some smaller shows. We might do like Nabba. We may do IBFA. I think it's called, like very small federations up north, and just see how we go pretty much from
I've
there.
got a
But
question for you as well.
mm,
Obviously, I was thinking about putting a client into Pure Elite last year. What do you think of Pure Elite as an
it's again, it's
actual?
quite a low standard federation, very small, very
Yeah,
small. But it's one just to kind of give a tester in it, put something in,
yeah,
see how you go. Just utilize it as as any other show. Bring them in as hard conditioning, as a fullness, everything like that. I don't know. I've never done one with a client, but from seeing it, it kind of looks it's a lot lower standard comparison to say PCA. But I think still is one to give it a tester, see how it goes. The client might love the setup. You don't know if
yeah.
they enjoy it. That's the main thing. Um, Yeah, depends on the
It was
group.
it's a weird scenario. Like the only reason we was going to do the pure elite show was because he did the UK Open anyways. Obviously, he didn't place, but
Mm,
super happy with the condition we brought and also where we come from. But he registered super late for the show, so he was like, "Oh my God, are you even going to get like? Are you even going to be allowed to do the show?" And the only other show after that was PCA Worlds.
yeah,
So he was like, "All right, so we can't do PCA first timers because you've already done a show like when you was younger. So what we'd do is potentially just do pure elite." But PCA responded as they always do, very quick and let us compete on the weekend.
do they?
Yeah, thankfully, thankfully.
Yeah. So you're going to put one into a pure elite.
Nah, probably not. Like I've got this year, Ralph and Max competing. Like we spoke about this as well. Like you're at the start of the year, you'll have so many clients that will be potentially prepping, potentially in prep. But then when it gets to it, like at least like half of those drop off. So I've got Max obviously doing. Well, I'll talk through Ralph first. He's going to be doing Bristol. Coventry, and then we're gonna have a little bit of time off, like 4 weeks, like gonna go back into almost like a health phase,
Mm,
shorter health phase, and then ready to actually prep and push a bit harder for finals.
yeah,
And then Max obviously doing naturals, Kettering, natural finals, WNBF, and maybe a show in between PCA Wales, but see how we're feeling.
yeah. Cool.
Only those
I
two.
don't think I've got anyone else now until August off the top of my head. Oh no, I've got Kit Kat, Kira,
Yeah, fucking hell.
Bikini
She do
Junior,
well.
doing she's doing a low federation show in about 11 weeks. So she's really pulling in conditioning at the moment through her midsection, like it's pulling off rapidly. Posted it yesterday actually. Her legs just coming in a little bit more detailed. When she's after training, it looks way better, sort of thing. But we've got to just dial her in for the first one. It's like a small federation, but apparently, if she wins that show, it gives you a free ticket to another show of your choice, sort of thing.
Oh shit.
So we're trying to use that as like we can use that as your free ticket towards NPC. They basically give you the funds to do another show for you.
When you
Like as
say
a
like free ticket, does this count for like the Olympia?
no, imagine that. Um,
Free ticket.
If only. But no, it gives you access to buy another ticket to another federation of your choice for free, basically. It's like a prize almost for winning that
That's
show.
really cool.
Yeah, so she's thinking of using that for the piece for the Two Bros one for Indonesia at the back end of the year, so November, because that's our main show.
Yeah.
Um, to try and gun for we're gonna I'm probably gonna put her in. She's junior, so we're gonna do junior bikini, I think, for the first show because she's got really good muscle mass. Like seriously, she really doubts herself. But we'll go in for that one, see how we land. Then for the NPC one, I'm just going to put her in short, bikini short.
Yeah, man, because they're not like we spoke about before, they rarely give a junior a pro card, so they
Well, that's the
even let the
thing.
judges think she's a junior.
And with Two Bros, if you win your class as a junior, it still doesn't give you opportunity to go into the overall. You have to be in the
Yeah, you
open
have to do an open
classes.
class, don't you?
So we're just going to go for the short bikini. Hopefully win that, go to the overall, and see where she lands for the pro card. Hopefully in this
Have
year.
you talked to her about doing like potentially PCA Indonesia and obviously
It's on
PCA
the list.
Philippines?
It's
It's
in
on
the
the list.
list. Yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah.
It's like the gap between the it's like I think a week, 2 weeks or a few weeks after the low regional show.
Yeah.
So it's on our list, but we're gonna see how we land and then debate whether to do the PCA show. But I think it'd be good for her anyway to do. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's a pro qualifier as well.
Yeah, bro. Like even with like obviously it being in somewhere like Indonesia, the stage production's still going to be good. Like you
Mm,
always see like the PCA like Asian regional shows or pro qualifiers. They have like the drones flying around you and shit. Like it looks
yeah,
sick. Really cool.
yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to see if we can land her in good in time. We'll do the PCA one and try going for the PCA Pro card if we can. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how we
Yeah,
go.
get her over for finals then.
It'd be quite cool though, wouldn't it? Imagine in your first year, so first ever prep as a first timer, going win and say your PCA Pro card, and then go to say Tubra, IFBB, and then win your Pro card over there as well. Like be a mental first year for her. And she's only 18 as well, so she's got unreal genetic potential, sort of thing, natural as well, like ridiculous. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one to
gonna be
watch.
gonna be a big year. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, we got the overall win last year with Rebecca. Narrowly missing the pro card. This year, we want a pro card somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, so we'll see. We'll see.
Bro, if I don't get a pro card this year, I'm gonna put my clients into like Nabba, FitX, Pure Elite. As long as I can say I've got a pro card this year, that's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like you can get I've seen so many coaches put pro card in their bio, but like
What
it's
card
always
is
like
it?
full UKUP, and it's like, oh, come on. It's not exactly pro, is it? Because then you get the same people go do PCA the next weekend, they get like fourth in a regional. So it's like
Yeah, it's mad.
the standard difference is completely different, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
it's one of them. One of them. But
Fuck's sake.
the only real pro cards realistically is PCA, IFBB. The rest,
What
they
what
don't really.
about what about IFBB Elite?
Oh, come on. Get ahead of yourself. It's just ugh.
I fucking hate
That's a
those
funny
people.
that's a funny thing, isn't it? When they put IFBB Pro and it's actually an IFBB Elite Pro,
Do
they just
you know
miss out
what?
the elite.
Do you know what a pet peeve is? I should have said. I forgot to say this last week as well when we were talking about a pet peeve I hate is when like people will put like it'd be their Instagram username. So let's say it's Matt. It'd be like Matt Flawless underscore NPC. Like, bro,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
do you mean NPC?
yeah. I know.
Oh God.
Dude, yeah, it does my head in. I don't know.
IFBB. Like
Yeah,
when you're not a pro.
IFBB athlete.
Yeah,
No.
well, mate, just have a day off. We could all say we're that's like me putting like Pat underscore PCA athlete.
Yeah. Or the other one is future Olympian.
Oh, mate, I've seen it all. Like, there's a kid from my area. He's taken it out of his bio now. So good on you. You've
Yeah.
realised. He literally had future PCA first timer in his bio, and I was like, that's like, that's the last thing you want to fit in your bio.
What's making you a future? You already are a first timer. Just say first time.
Literally, literally.
Fuck's sake. But we'll wrap it there, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe on the channel to support us.
Yeah.
Hopefully, on the next episode, we'll have a guest, and then we will catch you all in the next one.
Peace.